GBAGYI is the name and the language of GBAGYI ethnic group, who are predominantly found in central Nigeria with a population of about 15 million people. Members of the ethnic group who speak two dialects were loosely called Gwari by both the Hausa Fulani and Europeans during pre-colonial Nigeria. They live in Niger, Kaduna, Nasarawa and Kogi states in central Nigeria area, also in the Federal Capital Territory. GBAGYI is the most populated ethnic and indigenous group in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, and their major occupation is farming. Historically, the GBAGYI practice a patrilineal kingship system. The lowest tier of authority is found in the extended family compound led by the oldest male. The compound consists of small huts and rectangular buildings. The Osu, also called king, is the highest tier of authority in a GBAGYI settlement and is assisted by a group of elders. The GBAGYI people are found in various locations in Middle Belt, central Nigeria. They inhabit the western parts of Abuja, southern Niger State, Chikun local government area with its headquarters at Kojama in Kaduna, and Nasarawa states. Significant GBAGYI towns include Mina, Kwakweti, Kwali, Woshapa, also called Woshafa, Buaya, also called Buari, Sileja, Diko, and Paiko. There are some theories that posit a reason for the scattered settlements and migration of GBAGYI people. Some historians believe the GBAGYI were displaced from their original settlement during the Fulani Jihad, while some local historians link migration with the need for farmland by the GBAGYI people. GBAGYI settlements can be both large and small. In locations where farming is the dominant occupation, the settlements tend to be small so that enough land is available for farming. The GBAGYI people are known to be peace-loving, transparent, and accommodating people. Northerners are fond of saying in Hausa language, "Muyi shogwari-wari," let's do it like the GBAGYIs in English, or in GBAGYI way. According to Tanko Chogudu, the GBAGYI people have emerged as a unique breed among Nigerians. Their culture shows how much they have come to terms with the universe. Daily, they aspire to give life a meaning no matter the situation in which they find themselves.
From what I know, carrying loads on the shoulder has been part of a GBAGYI culture, more especially for women. The reason behind carrying loads at the shoulder is giving respect to the head if you trace from the scripture, that is the holy book, you will see where Jesus himself, where he carried his cross on his shoulder. Did he carry the cross on his head? No, rather on his shoulder. So that is why GBAGYI has been, for all these years, seeing it as a best means of carrying your load. That is having that respect for your head.
Well, to my own little understanding, why GBAGYI doesn't carry load on their head is because of the respect and due to a culture standard, because it do affect the neck and also the waist. So it's preferable for a GBAGYI woman to carry a load in her shoulder because it's a respect.
From my own discovering and from the story of GBAGYI, or from the GBAGYI history, we discovered that when you carry load on the shoulder, you carry much that you can carry on your head. So when you carry load on the shoulder, it helps you to go far, to move far than the one you carry on your head. Because when you carry load on your head, the weight will actually affect your neck. You won't be able to go far. And in olden days, our people do trek from here to Suleja on foot. So how can you carry something on your head from here to Suleja? Then, before the development come in, they trek from here to Kefi on foot. Then how can you carry load on your head from here to Kefi? So for that, it helps them in those days to go far distance. When they carry load on the shoulder, they can go more far distance than when you carry on your head.
The reason why our women's carrying load on their shoulders is that the head, they respect the head as the king. So that's the reason why they will not put load on their head.
In GBAGYI culture, we don't normally carry load in our head because we respect head as a very important. We normally carry load in our shoulder because it's our culture.
Yes, our people carry load on our shoulders simply because we respect what? Head. Head happens to be the king of the body. Generally, once you say head is carrying so many things. We respect head. Head is a king, is a key. It's carrying so many cells, important cells in it, and so we don't want to joke with it. That's why we prefer carrying load in our shoulders. Secondly, you can trace that in the history of Jesus Christ. When he was about to be crucified, he carried his load, that's his cross, on his shoulder. That shows that the head is important, is the king, is the key. So that's why we don't joke with our head.
Whoa, Sapadano, Shabamai, Ishi, Cheneshi, Pakana Wapa. A Baba Pakana to coin Shab, my Baba, Cheneshi Baba, Pakana to coin.
Why GBAGYI women carry things at the shoulder is because we GBAGYI will respect our head. We believe that all life dwell in the head, on the head. That's why we respect our head. We rather carry things on our shoulder. We don't want anything to affect our head or brain. That we believe that all the computer of a human being dwell on brain. Yes.
Our culture, especially when we want to carry a heavy load, which our head cannot contain it, we will not retain it. We'll use our shoulder so that we'll carry it on. Due to that, we respect the head better than the shoulder, because the head carries different type of things, like scientific activity, psychological parts, and other things like that.
Inda kakanninmu sun tashi, ba su iya tashiwa da sa kaya a kai ba. Tashiwansu suna sa kaya a kafada ne. Dalilin don ba aladansu ba. Shi ne ya sa mu gbagi mu ci gaba haka.
Every part of the body is valuable, but yet we respect the head most. Why? Because it's saddled with a lot of responsibility, that of thinking and other things. So we know the head is already carrying a lot of responsibility. We don't want to bother it that much. That is why we carry load on our shoulders. Going by the history, we learned GBAGYI rice originated from Israel and moved down to the northern part of Nigeria, which led to Kaduna and now all over about 5 states in Nigeria. So for them to say we carry load on our shoulder like Jesus Christ, they are not wrong, because history has it that GBAGYI rice originated from Israel.
GBAGYI food includes tuwo, also called jepo, etna, and kandolo soup.
The jepo is made from this corn that I'm peeling now. We normally ground it to make what we generally known as tuwo. We can use this corn, or we use guinea corn. And also in the ingredients, there is what we call asa. That asa, no, it is a tribal name. That asa, normally we get it from ashes. These ashes, when you are making fire, the ashes from the fire, we mix it with water. That is the way we do it, to bring out the water of that ashes. That is how we filter it. So we use it in doing this too, and it's not every tree that we use the ashes. Anywhere we enter, we are proud of this food, jepo. When we are taking jepo, we feel different. Take me to America, I will carry my jepo on my back.
GBAGYI normally basically food that they love to eat is tuwo masara and tuwo dawa, yeah, and doya, sokora.
We have jepo. Jepo is one of our local delicacy that we so much value. Even one travel to Europe and comes back, he always crave to have jepo to take. Why? Because we so much believe in it. We see it as one of the food that already have some natural medicines that heal some illness in us.